much fun. Sometimes people just assume I like Sophie, and I'm like, yeah. No.
Sophia, it's different. Okay, let's start in a seated posture if that's comfortable for you. And you can even sit up on a block if you need. I'm going to get on my mat in a moment. Just turn this off for a second. Okay. And you can be sitting on your crisscross on your bottom, or you can be sitting on your knees or sitting up on a block, however you want to be. And sit up nice and tall. Take a moment right here. Take a few breaths all the way in, breathe all the way out. And then if you're comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and allow the eyes to gently close. And if that's not comfortable for you, keeping them open, but just a soft gaze at one spot. Let's take several moments right here just to get present. I find that my body lands different places throughout the day, and my mind rarely is with my body. Right here, just allowing your body and your mind to get here. You can use your hands as an anchor, as something to bring your attention to. So wherever your hands have landed, just bring your attention to your hand. And keeping your attention and your awareness with your hands. Also notice where on your body you can feel yourself breathing most easily. Maybe it's your abdomen, your chest, maybe it's your nose. Where on your body can you notice your breath with the most ease? And also let your awareness stay present, just present with your hands. Noticing where on your body you're feeling yourself breathing, and noticing the sensations in your hands. The hands tense or relaxed? Do you feel warmth or vibration, energy? Often where we bring our attention, you start to notice an energy, a glow. So keep your awareness in your hands and notice where on your body you feel your breath. And if your eyes are closed, let your eyes rest at the center of your forehead, looking through the center of your forehead. If your eyes are open, just notice that one spot that the eyes are resting on. Awareness in the hands, the energy, the glow, where on your body you feel your breath. Also allow the eyes to remain nice, still, soft gaze through the center of the forehead. Last few breaths here, really use that discipline to stay present. Awareness in your hands, where in your body you feel your breath, and that steady gaze to some still point or through the center of the forehead. And then softly open your eyes. You'll come forward to tabletop. We'll come to hands and knees position on your mat. Spread your fingers out, but not too wide. You don't want the thumbs too far away from the rest of the fingers. And create some strain, so nice gentle spread of the fingers, and then cow and cat. Drop the belly, lift the chest. You can stretch the eyes up to the ceiling and then tuck the tail and maybe look towards the belly button. It's also okay to close the eyes here. Maybe you keep returning to the sensation in the hands. Where on your body you feel your breath, it might change. And then that steady gaze, whether it's through the forehead or allowing the eyes to find a spot as you move from one pose to the next. A few more rounds here, really feeling into the muscles along the back of the body, in front of the body, the shoulders and the wrists, and into the arms. And then come to neutral tabletop, bring the big toes together to touch, knees a little wider. Walk your hands over to the left and then sit back onto the heels. So just stretching out alongside that right side of the body. And take one more breath here. And then you'll come up and just gently walk to the other side. And then press the hips back and glue that left hand down. Find that stretch sensation along the left side. If you need to bring the right hand somewhere else for support, you can do that. You can come back by you or under you or on top of the left hand. Good, and then lift up. You'll walk your hands back to the midline, back to tabletop. Just tuck the toes under and take the hips up, coming into downward facing dog. You can pedal it out here. So you'll slowly bend one knee, and slowly bend the other knee. Stretching into the calves, the feet, the hamstrings, your shoulders. Let's take 3 more slow, deep breaths here, pressing a little deeper into the hands to bring some energy into the arms. Take 1 more breath. Good, and then walk your feet up your mat, coming into a ragdoll forward fold. You can hold on to your elbow points. You can shake your head yes and no, or sway a little bit side to side. Check in with your feet. I notice that I'm on the pinky toe edges of my feet almost all the time. Just energetically, and you spread the toes and press down evenly into the inner and outer edges of the feet, front and back sides of the feet. Good, allow the hands to drop to the floor gently. Bend the knees. Bring your forearms up to your thighs. Feet about hip width distance apart. And then you'll keep the left forearm on the thigh. You might even hold the right knee with the left hand. And then you'll twist to the right. Just twist open to wherever you can go. And you'll come back to center and switch sides. Right forearm down, twist left. Good, and then we'll do that again. Left forearm down. This time, if you want to straighten the right leg and then get a bigger twist. And come back, bend the knees, right forearm down, straighten the left leg, twist. Let's do that 1 more time. 4 knees can stay bent the whole time. Either straighten the right leg or keep both knees bent, twisting right and back to center. Last one. Go ahead and twist open to the left. Good, back to center. And then keeping the knees bent, slide your hands to your hips and then stand up. Good. And then take the arms and reach them up above you. And then bring the left hand down to the left hip. You're going to give a little press of the hips left as you reach right. Up and over. Good. And then come back to center and we'll switch. So right hand to right hip, left arm up, give a little press of the hips to the side as you go up and over, opening that side body. And then back to center, reach both arms up, big breath in. Bring your hands down to the heart. Pause, you can close the eyes or eyes can remain open. Notice your hands, your breath, your gaze, whether the eyes are open or closed, your hiccups.
Only one.
Good, and then open the eyes, release the arms down by your side. We'll move through some sun salutations. We'll start with sun A today. So it's a breath in, I'll talk you through it. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward. You can generously bend the knees, dropping the head. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the front of the shins or fingers to the floor. And then step it back to a high plank position. And this one could be kneeling plank or straight leg plank. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, you'll lower your body carefully down to the mat. And then press up to cobra or upward facing dog to your degree. And press back to downward facing dog or child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths here. It can be knees on the floor, child's pose, puppy pose, or downward dog. 1 more breath. Empty it out. And then walk your feet or hop your feet to your hands. Good. Halfway lift. It can be a few hops up the mat. Exhale, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, rise up to stand, maybe hands on the hips. So you keep that hinge and then reach up high. Bring your hands back to the heart. And then arms down, mountain pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower your body, can be all the way down or part way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths. And this could be child's pose. Really being in your body. On your next exhale, empty. And then you can walk or hop, and it can be little hops up, up, up the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Big breath, reach for the sky. Bring your hands to your heart. And then arms by your side. 1 more time through. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, lower slowly. Upward dog or cobra, easy breath. Downward facing dog. Good, 3 breaths here. Empty, exhale, look forward, bring your feet to your hands. It can be 1 big hop or multiple hops or step. Good, Julia. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain, big breath in. Bring your hands to your heart and then arms by your side. Good, take a step back with your left leg. Step the left foot back, turn your feet to parallel. So we'll face that side wall here. And then bring your hands to your hips. You're gonna lift up into the chest and then hinge forward. And then you're gonna come back up. Press the feet down and rise up using the strength of the legs. Good, and then do that again. Hinge forward, pressing the hips back, chest forward, get really long. And press the feet down and ooh, up you come. Good, 1 more time. So hinge back, hips press back, reach the body forward. And this time you'll bring your hands down to the floor. Maybe shake your head, yes and no. You can bend the knees or move a little bit side to side. Good, and then you'll walk your left hand over to your right ankle. Good, and then you can take the elbow, you'll bend it towards the floor, and then the right arm can reach up to the ceiling. Little hamstrings. Good, and then come on down, just walk over to the other side, right hand to left ankle, bend the elbow, twist open. Good. So see if you can bend the right elbow, go a little closer to that left leg. Good, bring both hands back to the floor and then lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips and up you come. Nice job. And then we're gonna do a little something here. See if you can bend the knees and just hop the feet together. Yeah, good. And then hop them apart or step them apart. Yes, nice job. Turn the right toes to the right, just for a little fun there. And then hands on the hips, just bend and straighten the right knee a few times. So moving into warrior two. So hips square towards that wall, side wall. That's it. And then watch your right knee. So the tendency is for it to pull to the left. And you want to really try to keep it tracking over the foot or towards the ankle, really. All these surfing warriors. Okay, bend the knee and you'll pause here. Open the arms up for warrior two. And with the arms extended, you want that little, imagine like you're pressing the hands into the tops of tables. Like you're pressing down. So there's this energetic, feeling from the chest and the back. Really press straight down, but extend out. Breathe, go a little deeper. And then straighten the right leg, relax the arms, hands to the hips, turn the right toes in, left toes out. And then bend and straighten that left knee a few times. And just watch the knees where it's tracking. Watch how it's tracking. Watch how your body's moving. Noticing where on your body you're feeling your breath, or maybe you stopped noticing. And then next time you drop in, stay there. Warrior two, extend the arms out, and there's an energetic reach. Little, imagine pressing down, and toning the arms, strengthening the upper back, pull the shoulders back. Nice, mom. Good, dad. Go a little deeper. And then straighten the left leg, relax the arms, turn the feet to parallel, turn the heels in, toes out. And then let's bring the arms up into cactus, and you'll bend and straighten the knees. I'll go 5 times, down and up. They're called goblet squats or goddess squats. Down and up. Really squeezing at the top and up. 3, 4. Come down, stay there, bring your hands to the thighs, and then drop the left shoulder to center, look right. So you're opening up those thighs and the thoracic spine, good. And then switch, drop the right shoulder, look left. Come back to center, bring both forearms to both thighs. Drop the hips low, lift the chest high, take 3 breaths here. Good job. And then stand up, squeezing at the top, turn the feet to parallel, and you can step or hop the feet together. And then step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Nice job. Okay, good. I'm going to do a couple marches here. So you'll lift the left knee and reach the right arm up, and then switch. Doesn't matter which one, just opposite arm and leg. Just some big marches, warming up the hip flexors, the core.
There we go.
Yeah, opposite. Good. Linda's ready for balance. She's close to the bar. It's good. I'm glad. I don't know where to go. Okay, good. Next time the right leg comes up, you'll lift the right leg and the left arm. And then bring the left arm to the outside of the right leg. and bring the right arm behind you. A little twist with balance. You can hold the bar, absolutely. Notice your breath. Good. Come back to center and set it down. And then it's left leg, right arm, go up. And then hold the left knee with the right hand and reach the left arm behind you. Good, nice, Carol. Good, Pam. Yes, Kathy. Crown of the head a little higher. You got it. And then come back to center and set it down. Good. Now bring your hands to the hips. So we're going to lift the right leg again. It's going to come up to the front. And I'm going to encourage you not to hold it. If you want to, you can. But see if you can take it to the right. Now press into the left foot more. Good. Bring it back to the center. Now it goes behind you. Keep your hands on your hips. Press that leg behind you. Press out through the heel and come back to standing. Good job. Lift up through the crown, and then when you're ready, lift the left knee up. So root through the right foot, pull into the core using quad strength, opening out to the side. Doesn't matter how far it goes, it's just staying with stature in your spine. Bring it back to center, and then press the heel behind you. Reach the chest forward. It's different without the arms. Good, and then come back to stand, 2 feet on the floor, big reach up, extended mountain. And then hands to heart center. Take dancer. If you want to hold the bar for this one, you can. So you'll either catch the bar in the left hand or reach the left arm up. Good. And then you'll bend the right knee and find your foot. And you can hold the foot from the outside or the inside of the ankle. First, you just feel that stretch in the quad. And then if you'd like, you begin to kick, exploring movement, noticing your breath, where you're looking. You feel your hands. Let that be an anchor for you. And then come on up. We'll carefully switch to the other side. Right arm up. Bend the left knee or find the bar or a wall. Find your center line. Feel that stretch first. Good, and then as you're ready, sliding that thigh back. Pushing your heart forward. And then come back to mountain pose. Maybe you take a few big back strokes here. And then we'll take one more balance. It's tree. So right foot to left leg, and it could be a little kickstand with your heel on your ankle, or you can bring the foot up higher to the calf, or you can help it up higher to the inner thigh. And then arms of your choice. So cactus or reach. Being intentional, making choices that feel in alignment and good for you. Just where in your foot the pressure is, trying to get really even and grounded through that standing foot. Nice, Sophia. And then gently returning to mountain pose and switching to the other leg. You can like lift up and let the heel rest like a kickstand. Still have to use a lot of strength. It's not cheating. It's okay. You can bring the foot to the calf or foot up to the thigh. Arms of your choice. Nice, Carol. Beautiful, Kathy. Good. Notice where you're looking, how you're breathing. Feel into your hands with an intention and awareness in your hands. Linda. Nice, Julia. And then returning to mountain pose. Maybe do a few little shoulder rolls or shoulder shrugs here. On your next inhale, you'll stretch your arms up, big, huge breath in. And exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift up to a flat back. And then step it back, high plank. We'll move through that sun A again, bringing some blood flow and breath. And then lower slow. Rise up cobra or upward facing dog. And press it back to downward facing dog. Good. Lift your right leg to the sky right here. Stretch it up and back. And take a big step forward, right foot to right hand. You'll spin the left foot flat. Let's rise up to warrior one. So we'll come up facing forward. That big opening for that left leg. Good, and then open to warrior two. And you might adjust the feet. Good, flip the right palm up, reverse the warrior. Big opening and lateral stretch through that right side body. And then straighten the right leg, come forward into triangle. The right hand can come down to the shin or ankle or a block if you have it. And gently press the hips forward and the shoulders back. Like you're in one plane. Yeah, like that. Good. On your next inhale, let the left arm pull you back up to stand. Bring your feet to parallel again. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold forward. And hands to the floor. This one will hold a little bit and drop your head. Eyes can remain open or you can gently close the eyes, looking through the center of the forehead. Good, and then you'll lift to a flat back, bring your hands to your hips and press up to stand. And then turn the right toes back to the front of the mat. Step the left foot in and up slightly, so a shorter stance. Pull the shoulders back, square the body towards the short edge or front of the mat, and then fold forward for pyramid. Gonna fold towards the right, hand turn towards knee. There you go. And come forward, and you can have your hands on the shin or fingertips to the floor or hands on a block. Maybe bend the right knee a little bit and see if you can get the hands to the floor. Bend the knee a little bit and then pull that right hip up and back. There it is. I hear the, oh, I know we're there. Nice, Julia. You hold it for 3, 2, really feeling into that right hamstring groove. And then plant the palms, step it back, high plank, breathe in, low plank, or to your belly. Upward facing dog or cobra, inhale, and press back to downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, stretch the left leg back. It can be from tabletop or down dog. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one, spin that right foot flat. Left knee stays bent. You come on up. Good, and then open to warrior two. You can adjust the feet. We've been here before, so see if you can remember in your body. And then flip the left palm up, reverse your warrior. And you'll straighten the left leg and come forward for triangle. Left hand can land on the shin or a block or the floor. Good, or holding onto the bar or wall is fine too. Good job. Check in with your feet, pressing down into the four corners of both feet. And then squeezing the legs, let the right arm just pull you up to stand. Bring your feet to parallel and hands on the hips, or you can interlace them at your back, look up into the heart, and then hinge forward. Good. Anytime you need to release the hands to the ground, you can. Or maybe you bend the knees a little bit to get the hinge from the thighs a little more, less from the waist, less bend from the waist, bigger bend from the tops of the thighs. Good, release the hands to the floor if they aren't already, just stay there, one more breath. And then lift to a flat back, bring the hands to the hips and come up to stand. For pyramid, the left toes turn forward. Front foot, right foot will step up and in a little bit. Square the hips and shoulders and then fold. So I like to bend the knee to get the hands to the ground and then try to pull that left hip back in space. And there's a lot of escape routes here. One is to roll to the pinky toe edge of the foot. The other is to keep that knee really significantly bent. So just press into the big toe side and really pull the hip back. You don't have to force it. Just feeling into the little pockets of resistance. Leaning into the stretch. Take one more breath here. And then step it back, high plank to low plank, or any variation that you want. We're adding in a lot of little flows today. Upward dog or cobra. Nice dog, good. And then downward facing dog or child's pose. Good, come forward onto your belly. So you'll lay all the way down on your mat. And then just let yourself rest here for a moment. So you can turn a cheek to the side, or you can make a pillow out of the arm. And so I'm going to have you do something it's pretty subtle, but it might make a nice difference. So you'll take your hands and bring them underneath your hip bones and to the front of the belly. So hip bones to belly, so above the pubic bone. And then you're just going to rest. You can have your forehead on the floor or on a block or a cheek turn. I want you to try to like really relax your pelvis. That little lift might help with low back pain. Very subtle. Maybe notice your belly as you breathe. And then just bend the knees here. You can keep your hands there under the hip bones and let the knees windshield wipe side to side. Notice how the hips rotate a little bit. One hip bone lifts as the other presses down. Try to keep both hip bones pressing down into the hands the whole time. A little different. So not rocking. Coming from the thighs, coming from the hip socket, the movement versus the pelvis. Then come back to center, release your feet to the floor, unpin your hands. And you'll bring the palms down by your side, palms flat along your sides. So palms to the floor and then look to the floor. And on your inhale, you'll go ahead and lift up into locust. Lift the legs, lift the hands and arms, lift the shoulders. Try to keep the neck really relaxed. You're not straining. And then lower down, and you can flip the backs of the hands to the floor and turn the other cheek to the floor. And then we'll do that again. So looking down, palms down. On your inhale, lift up, locust. Good. If you'd like to interlace the hands over the sacrum and stretch the arms back, you can. It's a little more into that upper back. Very good. And then release down, turn your other cheek again, and just pause back to the hands to the ground. Shoulders relax. We have 2 more here. So you can do 2 more exactly like that, locust, or you can bend the knees for floor bow. And you might catch both feet at a time, or we're gonna do twice. So you can do 1 foot at a time also. And then the opposite arm and leg can lift or stay down, or you kick both feet. Good. Nice, and then release down and rest. Let everything go, turn the other cheek and just rest. Okay, last one, floor bow, other foot or both feet, or locust. And as you're ready, kick and lift. Notice where you feel your breath. Notice where you're looking. Good, Linda. Very good. All right, let it go. Make a pillow out of the arms now. Bend the knees and just windshield wipe the legs again. Try to keep the hip bones on the mat. Now you know what that feels like. If you find a spot you want to hang out, it's fine to just go slow and stay. Very good. And then release the feet to the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders. You're going to press up to tabletop, to hands and knees. And then you're going to stand up onto the shins. All the way up. Good. And then tuck the toes under if you're able. You'll bring your hands to the sacrum. So this is camel. You'll tuck the tail, lengthen the tailbone down, pull the shoulder blades together, press the hips forward. Then I want you to reach one hand down. So it's either going to reach for the heel or maybe the leg, maybe it hovers in space, one hand down. And you're going to look towards that hand. So look right if you can. Take the other arm up. Lengthen the left side of the body, press the hips forward, breathe. If you can't reach the heel, it's okay. And then you'll come on up. Good, and we'll switch sides. So hands to the sacrum to start, tail down, hips forward, pin the shoulders back, and then reach the left hand back and the right arm up and look left. Press the hips forward, lift the heart upwards. Good, and then float yourself back up. And then you'll come to a seat. So you can either cross the ankles and sit or feet to the side. Yes. Spin the feet around to the front. That's such an interesting pose right there.
I get stuck.
If it doesn't work, you come back up and feet to the side. Okay, bring the feet around to the front, scoot to the middle, and then hold the backs of the thighs and roll down. It can be slow or quick, I don't care. And just give the knees a little squeeze into the chest, a little rock side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor for bridge, so arms by your side. And then let's do a few in and out. So you'll, we're gonna try to coordinate the arms and the hips. So you'll lift the hips up and float the arms overhead, if possible, all the way to the floor behind you. Pause there for the exhale. And then inhale and lower down. Hips and arms float back down. And pause there for the exhale. And if you don't want to do it with the breath, you don't have to. If you want to move with breath, you can. You just want to move on your own, feeling into the body. When you're ready, just continue to move. If the arms don't move in that direction, don't force them. You can just do the lower body. Do a few more of those. Just checking in with your feet, with your hands, with where you're looking, with how you're breathing, all those little things that presence yourself here. If you find a spot that you want to stay for a few breaths, like maybe at the top of the lift, you can. You can even cactus the arms. Or you can keep moving if you want to keep moving. Just a couple more, either moving in and out or holding. Good, and then you'll slowly lower all the way down and bring the feet together and knees apart for Baddha Konasana. And just pause. We'll do one more round of bridge. So when you're ready, bring the feet back flat to the floor, arms by your side, and you can do the same thing. You can move in and out, or you can lift up and hold, coming up into bridge. Arms can be overhead or at the floor or underneath you. You can interlace, or if you want wheel, you can come up to wheel also. Another challenge here, if you like, is taking one leg up towards the ceiling. A one-legged bridge. Oh, and try the other leg. Both feet down. 3 more breaths. 3 more breaths. And then gently release, you'll lower down. Bring the feet together, Baddha Konasana again, knees apart. If that's okay in your body, you can even rock a little side to side. So I invite you to just really feel for what you need here. And gently draw the knees together and you'll give them a squeeze up onto your chest. Take your feet to the ceiling. You're going to slide your hands underneath your hips. So forearms are under the pelvis. And then I want you to lift the hips slightly energetically away from the hands. So you're in your core, point the toes, and then draw a circle on the ceiling above you, like your 2 feet are a one leg, like a mermaid leg, like a one paintbrush, drawing a big circle. Keep trying to lift the hips away from the hands. For 3, 2. All right, switch directions. 6, 5, 4. Should feel your core, yes? 3, 2. Hold it there. Lift the hips away from the hands for 3. Hold the belly down. 2. And 1. Hug the knees into the chest, nice and soft. And then hold the knee in each hand, and you're going to take some frog circles. The knees circle away from each other. It's nice, slow, easy circles. And go the other direction. However, your circling is perfect. And then give one more squeeze, and then you can stay here on your back for a reclined pigeon. Right ankle over left thigh, or you can rock forward and back a few times and come into half pigeon with the right leg forward and the left leg back. Good. Turn the heat on a little bit. I always get cold when I get to the floor. And then you'll gently switch to the other leg. You can take your time. Or on your back, you might windshield wipe the legs a little bit and switch to the other side. If you're the other facing down, just take your time. Take another breath or two. And then gently release that. And you're going to come on up to a seated position as you're ready. So you can rock a few times up and down the spine or roll to a comfortable side and come up, or spin the back leg around and bring the soles of the feet together. Walk the sitting bones back a little bit, lift up, and then come forward. And you'll just round forward over the legs. You can bring, imagining your forehead resting in the feet. Imagining.
We'll just watch you.
Use your imagination. I taught, I'm teaching 3rd grade right now. So yesterday, this little 3rd grader, we were here and her legs are completely flat on the floor.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
says, who can do this? You know, and I said, you can.
Oh.
I said, everybody is different and everybody is perfect.
Perfect.
Wherever you are is perfect.
How fun.
Oh, they're so funny. My favorite moment from yesterday was I was teaching a breathing exercise at the beginning and I had them covering their ears like headphones and listening to their breath. And afterwards, I asked them how they felt. And this one little girl says, I felt all the anger leave my body.
Wow.
That was her observation. And I said, do you want to say more about that? And she said, I was playing handball and I got called out and it wasn't out and I was super angry. And it was at 10 o'clock that morning and I was there with her at 2. And she goes, and I just felt the anger leave my body. And I said, that's an amazing observation.
What a gift to give them, though.
It was
That
such a
is,
really
that's so
sweet,
great.
it was such
Wow.
a sweet moment. I was like, we could all use a little moment of anger.
Yeah.
I could use that too from yesterday, you know?
Great.
It was really interesting. Yeah, so take a breath here. And let go of what you need to let go of. Whatever that may be. Slowly and gently come on up. And with your hands, just draw the knees together. And then coming down on your back for whatever finishing pose you need. So it can be legs up the wall, legs up the bar, or a hips on a block, or happy baby, or a twist, or if you want a seated forward fold, that's a nice way to complete a practice. I love giving space for just intuitive movement, just moving in ways that feel good in your body. Well, lately I've been having trouble sleeping at night, and last night I said, well, I'm going to do what I tell other people to do and put my legs up a wall and stretch and move. And so I just gave myself, I set a timer and I just moved around and I slept so good last night. I don't know if that was correlated, but it made a big difference. Sometimes we just need to drop into what we need. What do you need? So give yourself maybe 1 more minute. That's usually 5 full deep breaths, nice and slow. And as you feel ready or inclined, you'll find Shavasana. Just begin to stretch your body out. And if being on your back is not comfortable and you have another position that you'd rather be in, that's fine. You can be seated, a seated meditation opportunity. Shavasana is deep rest, deep rest. And it's different from sleep. It's not about going unconscious. It's about staying very conscious, present in your resting state. So consciously and with awareness, relaxing your body. Trying to let go of controlling the breath. You don't have to breathe a certain way here. You find yourself getting lost in thought and drifting to thought, you can use a mantra, simply breathing in, breathing out, or breathing in, I'm calm, breathing out, I'm peaceful, or whatever suits you. The other option, if you have a busy mind, is to just try to witness and watch where your mind goes without getting stuck on any one thought. Imagine your thoughts like cars on a freeway, you're on the side just watching. Or leaves on a river floating by, or clouds. There's a little separation, a little sense of the thoughts are over here and I'm over here. This space of calm and quiet and relaxation. And you can do the same with sensations in the body, because the body feels uncomfortable. You see if you can watch and witness. Slightly creating space. That allows for freedom of movement. Attaching, fixating, and getting stuck somewhere and just letting go. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, just rise up, notice, and drift away. Just bring your attention back to your body, breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch or move in any way that you want or crave. Bend the knees and roll to a comfortable side. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. the eyes closed if you like. Palms of the hands together and touch into your heart center. And we're going to take kind of close practice today with a breath called humming breath. And it's just simply you inhale and then on your exhale you hum for as long as you can. So let's try it. Take a breath in. Just notice how that vibration kind of travels through your whole body. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. You at home, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Kathy.
Bye-bye.